Yo, what's up to anyone who's here? We got Connor Rush is in the Bahamas saying he can't make it today on the stream but he did tell the other members about it. We'll see if anyone else shows up. If you are here, definitely check it in the comment section. We have Blake Bastani saying he won't be able to make it because of his team's practice. Oh man, it's all right. If you're missing basketball for basketball, that is the best excuse ever. All right, don't worry about that. I have some water boiling. If you hear some noise, don't worry about that either. Anyway, we're here following Limitless Hoops. I have the 8th grade version book out right now, but whatever grade you're in, we have the book for you, even if you're a 3 to 5-year-old. If you're like a 20-year-old, no, we don't have that. But there are drills in here every single day to help you get better, challenges, and we talk over them. We talk about the motivational quotes in there. We talk about the movies in here and everything else too. The movies of the month. If you wanted to follow those, we have several movies for you guys to watch, and they are grade dependent. This is the first day of the month, so I talk about all of them today. And the first grade movie is Little Big League. Second grade movie is Mighty Ducks Part 2. Third grade is The Karate Kid. Fourth grade is The Natural. Fifth grade is Glory Road. Sixth grade, Mr. Baseball. Seventh grade, Days of Thunder. Eighth grade, Love and Basketball. Ninth grade, Hoop Dreams. 10th grade, $1 Million Baby. 11th grade, Jerry Maguire. 12th grade, He Got Game. And the reason that we talk about all this stuff, what's up, Finn Kaufman? You never ditch me. Nice. All right. The reason that we talk about the movies every single time is because they are so inspirational. Not in particular like just these movies, all right, but movies in general. And storytelling has been a way to shape the world for centuries. And it's how human beings' minds are like, how they work, basically, okay? And if you're going to just ignore that part of human nature, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. It's kind of like, I don't know, not lifting weights, all right, if you want to be good at basketball. You know that people have used that before, and it's right there, and why not use it to get better? So you would be a fool to just ignore that part of improvement. Well, watching movies, in terms of like watching motivational movies like sports movies, it's helped so many people out, you would be a fool to ignore it and its powers. And what it does for you is it puts you in a place where you start thinking about your own dreams. And it keeps you in that place, and it's a fantastical world, basically, okay? And again, people like Socrates, they told stories. Jesus told parables. And if you go back into the beginning of time, it's all been about stories. You tell children stories to inspire them. When adults become businessmen and they're at work, their employers have them meet like every month, and I bet you at one of those meetings they're probably telling a story. All right, so make sure that you're taking advantage of these amazing stories. All right, and so that you can push yourself to enormous heights because of them. And then maybe one day, if you push yourself hard enough, they'll write a story and make a movie about you. All right. Anyways, speaking of craziness, what's up, Ren Marchetti? All right, we have the quote of the day. And that is defy the odds. So yeah, if you're gonna have a movie about yourself, you're gonna probably have to defy a few odds, okay? And defying the odds to me has always been, like part of the reason that I do anything in life. I like that a lot. I hate when people go, "I totally believe in you. You can do it." I'm like, nah. I'd rather have someone say, "You can't do it." I love when people say that I can't do it. It's awesome. And I love it when reality says that I can't do it too. Because if it's obvious, yo, you probably can't do this. I love that because once I do it, it's something special. It's something extraordinary. Something that that no one else was able to do. So it makes me that much more special. So I love defying the odds. All right, and we have a trivia question today about Michael Jordan shooting blindfold free throws, things like that. All right, that comes at a random time, and the random time today is whatever I put in the machine. All right, it's in between 5 minutes into the live session and 5 minutes before it ends. So sometime in between there, we will be asking the trivia question. The trivia has been reset for this month, so it's zeros all down the line. Blake Bastani and Connor Rush say that they won't be here, so they can't win the trivia. So it's in between Finn Kaufman and Ren Marchetti. Ren, did you take my advice in being competitive? I'm just asking. Did you look at the I think it's a 1 minute video. Did you look at it today? Are you gonna try to beat Finn? All right, it's gonna be hard, but can you do it? Are you a competitive human being? And with that said, I'm going to show you guys a video of the most competitive human being who's lived in recent memory. And that guy, of course, is Michael Jordan. Now, I want you to to watch this interview with Charles Barkley about him, and it's about this time when they went to Japan, and Charles Barkley didn't remember this, but he's just like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that, and this Japanese like game show is having them do something, and Charles is just joking around. But I want you to watch Michael Jordan's face when they give him this random game that means nothing. Look how seriously Michael Jordan takes it. All right. And again, I'm not trying to tell you to be crazy like him, but I am trying to tell you if you are crazy like him, you will succeed. All right. So here's that real quick. Pay attention now. And it's a commercial. Oh my God, because it's not on my channel. Let's see how long this stupid commercial is.
The 2021 GLA SUV, starting at just $36,230. It's the biggest thing that ever happened to small.
I want to ask you about another great competitor, Michael Jordan. You guys were amazing competitors back in the day, and recently we found this clip of the two of you on a Japanese game show playing each other. Yes, I want to show this right now, and you tell me what you recall about this epic competition between the two of you on a Japanese game show back in the day. Let's take a look. First of all, do you remember that competition?
I remember it when you showed me the highlight. That has to be 30 years old.
Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember it until you said that. And we were in Japan, obviously, on a Nike deal. But that's why he's the GOAT, man. He beat me. But I totally forgot about that.
You know what I love about that clip is you can see you're not taking it that seriously. Michael's taking it very seriously, which might have been one of the keys to his success. He's not screwing around.
Well, to say he's a tightly wound is an understatement. hey, that guy he'd kill somebody to win.
Yeah.
That's why he's the GOAT. That's what separated, in my opinion, him and Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. Like LeBron, Magic, Tim Duncan, Bird, those guys, they wanted to win.
Right.
But Michael and Kobe are the only two guys I know, like, they'd kill you to win a game.
Right.
They had zero chill, them two guys.
Yeah, that great documentary about Jordan that came out a couple of months ago, and they have this footage of him before a game pitching pennies to see who can get closer to the wall. And he's as intense about that to get the 9 pennies or quarters away from whoever he's playing, security guards. He's as intense about that as he is about the playoff game he's about to go into.
Yeah, he, for better or worse, he wants to win no matter what.
Yeah.
All right, so that's who he is, right? That's who that guy is. But why can't that be you? All right, and I think with some of us, our minds aren't strong enough to handle it, right? It's like if you had to do solitary confinement, right? And you had to do it for a straight month, you would go crazy, obviously. But if you did it for 3 days, could you handle it? Well, they've tried it out with the prisoners, and no one can go past like a week or something like that. It's something nuts because your mind goes crazy, right? And your mind is as strong as your muscles are, basically. And you can train your mind the same as you can train your muscles. But some people are born stronger than others, right? And if you just can't handle things like that, then maybe you're doing yourself a favor by not taking everything competitive. But if you happen to be special and you can, then you're doing yourself a disservice by not. If you're able to handle that kind of mental pressure, you should kick everyone's butt at every single thing that you ever do. Basically is what I'm saying. But if you can't, if you're like, I'm going to kill myself, dude, if I can't do this, then nah, don't do it. No, just back off, lose at everything, and then pick your one thing that you want to win at, like tic-tac-toe or like basketball. You can win at basketball, but lose at everything else in life. Go ahead. All right, if you really can't handle that, but you're not going to be very great at basketball if that's who you are. All right, so just strive to be like that. It's unbelievable what he did. But all right, next up we got elementary. All right, for elementary school we have 1-on-1, 5 seconds from half. All right, 3-on-3, no dribbles, post positioning on the swing, unintentional, intentional foul, fouling with fouls to give, up by 5 with 3 minutes left. All right, if you're up by 5 with 3 minutes left, you want to make sure that you secure the ball, that you're taking great shots, but you don't want to overpass. You still want to be aggressive and go toward the basket. You still want to try to get fouled. Do everything that you did to get that 5-point lead to go there. Heads up for them pressing, so make sure that you break the press well. And again, that whole rule where you never take a first shot when you first touch the ball, that one really, really applies now.
Trivia time.
All right, wants me to do some trivia time now. So we'll come back to the elementary stuff, and we'll go with the trivia question for the day. All right, trivia time. Here's your make or break time. We're all squared at zeros. All right, Connor Rush and Blake are out, but we might have Finn Kaufman, got Ren here, and I don't know where Gavin is, but we'll see who can answer the question. All right, and that video that I had you watch, soon I'll have you guys do this without telling you which video I'm gonna pick from, but for right now I'm gonna make it easy because I'm just a nice guy. All right, but in that video, toward the end, I want to know what percentage did Michael Jordan shoot his no-look free throws in the competition at the end of the clip? All right, and while we're here, might as well tell me, can you do the same? You can videotape it, you can film it. All right, bro, I'm ordering food at McDonald's. This is the worst timing. That happens, man. Hey, it is what it is. But what percentage did Michael Jordan shoot in the video? There he goes, 60%. 60%y. I think that you spelled it wrong. That means that you lose. Okay, you spelled it right. There you go. All right, 60%, and Finn has the lead, 1-0. I mean, I don't know how easy this is. I think that Finn is kind of feeling like I was feeling when I was in school, in that like everything's super easy, but everyone else sucks. Because he is just blowing through you guys right now at every single thing that we do. So step it up. Finn's leading 1-0. And again, Michael Jordan had his eyes closed shooting free throws. All right, for the games, he did it in an All-Star game, did it during a blowout win. I don't think he's ever done it in a close game because he really wants to win. But he's a show-off too. I wouldn't say that you need to practice stuff like that, but if you practice so much that it comes down to that, might as well. Whatever. If you're just chilling in the gym all day long. All right, let's get back to it. We got our elementary stuff. And the one that I wanted to talk about was the 3-on-3 no dribbles. All right, for 3-on-3 no dribbles, you got to space the floor. You got to be smart. And 3-on-3 is a great form of basketball because basically it's only 3 people on the strong side at any given time. And if you could break down the game to always be able to score on 3 people, you can win in a 5-on-5. If you can see things in a triangular fashion, you can win 5-on-5. So playing 3-on-3 definitely helps you out in 5-on-5. So helps you out on defense as well because, man, if you can guard 3-on-3, you can guard 5-on-5 because having extra guys out there will just help you out. But having fewer guys out there, now they can easily see you when you rotate and you can pass a weak side. It also helps out young kids on offense because during 5-on-5 versus 3-on-3, you can't see that as easily. But in a 3-on-3, you can see where the open guy is and practice your skills to get the ball there. All right. So it helps both sides of it. I like it a lot. And speaking of 3-on-3, America apparently just lost the Olympics. We didn't make the Olympics for 3-on-3 in the first time in years, I guess. I didn't know that it was an actual Olympic sport, but we did not make it. So that means that the world is stepping it up, and we need to step it up even further. Of course, we didn't have LeBron out there and stuff like that, but still, man, they got us. All right, moving on, we got our homework. All right, great job to Blake Bastani posting all the homework stuff. He's waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning. I mean, he's definitely stepping it up. Let's see if he can continue this. All right, let's see if you guys can step it up and try to keep up to him, sort of. He said he worked out for 4 hours again today and he has 1 more hour of workout to go. He's not the type to lie. I'll tell you that much. He is probably going slow as hell, but he's putting a lot of stuff out there. So make sure you guys try to keep up to him. Great job with Blake. All right. Picture of the day. We got Ben Simmons. All right. Him not being able to shoot, is it a huge thing? Is it a huge thing? Man, I would say, yeah. Only because, like, he has no other faults. I mean, like, he can do everything. And, like, I mean, just be good enough to make a free throw? Because it basically cancels out all the good that he's doing. And when he came out of college, again, I didn't like him because he skipped classes. It seems to be the type to only go with his strengths and not work on his weaknesses. And this just proves it. All right? And if you're ever going to win a championship, I think he probably needs to at least shoot a shot, if not hit shots. All right? So, I mean, it's a severe, it sucks for his skill set. I mean, it's a slap in the face to everything that he has worked for in other regards because he can't do that. And this is coming from a non-shooter myself, but I can at least hit a shot. And yeah, Ben Simmons not being able to hit a free throw when they're fouling him on purpose at the end of games and he's a point guard, that's tough. But again, he does so many other things. It's amazing. His defense, his passing ability is outstanding. His finishing is just he's the man. But it's tough. It reminds me of Shaq, except Shaq has 4 championships. All right, but let me know what you guys think. Does he need a jumper to win a championship? Does he need a jumper to win a championship? That's the question. And you can think about that over the commercial break. See ya.
What is Huntington Learning Center?
It's the best grades ever center.
It's the homework is actually kind of fun center.
It's the Show Math Who's Boss Center.
It's the Crush the SAT and the ACT Center.
It's the I Can Read This Center.
It's the Best Decision I Ever Made Center. Huntington Learning Center, improving grades, test scores, and confidence since 1977. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Personalized attention, proven results.
Those people were so nice when I went down there, the Huntington Learning Center people. That was the only place that I went to for the affiliates that asked to see the book. I just mentioned it. I mentioned it to everyone. They were the only place that were like, let me see that. And then they understood the coins. They understood a lot. And I think that's because they were educated. Yeah. And they were like, this is powerful. Wow. And they saw everything that I was trying to do. So I like those people a lot. That's got to be the only thing he practiced this summer, his shot. And I bet you it won't be. You would think, if like basically that shows his lack of competitiveness. That's the one thing he's bad at. It was that easy, just the one, and he can't do it. And I don't think he's the type to shoot 1,000 shots a day. And again, this is coming from me. I was a non-shooter, the worst shooter on my team in college, and I shot 500 to 1,000 shots every single day, all summer long. Wrote them down with my percentages, brought it into the coaches to have them just throw it away, but still. And I became the 3rd worst shooter. And I worked my butt off to become that. And I almost caught like the average shooters. I almost caught them. And I worked my butt off just to do that. And Ben Simmons is not doing that because he's not improving. Another guy was a bad shooter, Buddy Hield. He was like 22% his first year in college, and he worked his butt off and then became the best shooter in college basketball. Then he's won shooting competitions in the NBA. That's how you improve. And those people who aren't willing to do that, they aren't champions. Period. John, the first move in the Tatum series should be called the Tim Hardaway crossover. It is the killer crossover. You're right. It definitely is. He leans a little bit better than ours, but yeah, it's definitely the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway. Nice point. Good job. All right. Let's see what else we have here. For middle school, we got clockwork passing drill, zone cutting, ball and hold drill, jump ball positioning, taking the last shot, post entry plus kick out. The one that I wanted to talk about was ball and hold drill. It is his killer crossover, I know. Definitely. He's the pioneer in that one. But I want to talk about the ball and hold drill. A major key point in this, beyond just understanding that whenever your team shoots a ball, you need one person to run back to half court and one person to hawk the ball, to try to get whoever gets the rebound or whoever gets the outlet pass or whoever gets the pass thrown in bounds. All right, and you try to turn them many, many times while the other guy gets back. So those two people have a job, ball and hole. All right, but bigger than that is the communication. Not just the communication between the ball and hole man, where every single time that someone shoots the ball, the hole man knows he has back, the ball man knows he has the ball. But also, when the hole man happens to shoot a shot from the corner or drives, the ball man understands, the hole just shot a shot. I got to go to half court now. And then the person who just shot that shot goes, oh, you have my back? Thank you. I'll get ball. They need to communicate between that. But even bigger than that is the substitutions and the random plays and the jump ball positioning. All the time you should be communicating who has ball, who has hole. If you're a leader out there, you do that kind of stuff. And Ren, if you're looking for shortcuts and you're trying to be a point guard, that's a great thing to do, to make sure that the coach understands that you understand a lot about basketball. So you go up to Joel and say, hey, who has ball, who has hole? Do we do that on this team? Like that. And then you make sure the entire game that everyone knows who has ball, who has hole. When you're on the bench, you say it out loud. You make sure that everyone's like happy out there. You make sure that everyone's boxing out there. Man, you make sure that like the guy at the end of the bench is paying attention during the timeouts. That's a great shortcut, is over communicating and going crazy about it and talking to everyone at every point in time so that you can make sure everyone's on the same page. That's a point guard. So if you can do that, that's a great shortcut. You don't need to practice dribbling, don't need to practice your shot, don't need to do anything, don't need to sweat. That's one way to be amazing, is to talk all the time, and then the coach will trust you. All right, moving on to our story of the day. Pay attention to it. I think it's quick. You should create a habit of perpetual improvement and never be satisfied with where you currently are. Once you improve that integral part of your life, you'll be well on your way to wherever you wish to be. So create a habit of perpetual improvement. All right, and again, that's one of those mental things that if you can't keep up with it, you just can't do it, right? Perpetually improving, meaning that no matter what your goal is, you're just going to put the goal out further next time. That means that, like, if you're going to run to the finish line, every time that you get to the finish line, it's now a mile away again. And then you run again, and then it's a mile away again. How frustrating does that sound? It sounds so frustrating, right? And that's why so few people can do it. And that's why so few people are amazing, all right? So perpetually improving, always the next step, always the next step, always the next step. All right, what else do we have here? We got high school drills. For our high school drills, let me take my shot real quick here. All right, let me get a bigger camera. All right, here's my daily shot. Behind the back shot, I've yet to make it. Here we go. Come on, John. Come on. Oh my God, that was horrible. God. Perpetually improving. I got to get better at that. High school stuff. We got tip drill, one-on-one wing, and one-on-one rebound. If you have any questions about these, just ask me. Nod and help equals points. Zone 1 or 2 guard front. 16 plus seconds up by 4. And offensive rebound tips. Talking about offensive rebound tips is just that it shows that you're hungry. I would Finn talked to me about, can I have like an easy game plan? I personally think that there is no greater one than this one. If you can get 10 offensive rebounds in a game, however you played that game is probably perfect. If you get 10 offensive rebounds, but bigger than that, almost as big as that, maybe bigger than that, is if you get 20 tips. All right, not even get the rebound. You missed the rebound. The other guy got the rebound, but you were there and you touched it. Can you touch that many rebounds? That will show that you're hungry. That if you can get that many offensive rebounds, if you can touch 20 offensive rebounds, you're one of the greatest players in the country. All right, you're one of the hardest workers that anyone's ever seen. It'll translate to a ton. They will just keep you out there whether you miss every shot or not. They won't say a word about your form. You just win at life. And if you can grab 10 rebounds, even better. All right, 10 offensive boards would just like rule the day. That's a great goal to have. All right. When did you say that? You asked me, not exactly sure, but you asked like what things that you could focus on offense to get better or something like that. But yeah, so small things. If you're trying to focus on some small things per game, offensive rebounds, there's nothing greater than that. And also giving up offensive rebounds, there's nothing worse than that. So I think offensive rebounds, they swing everything because it's better than every other play possible. It's better than a block shot, better than a steal because you're point blank, or they're point blank. So it's worse than everything else as well. So basically, whoever wins offensive rebounds just wins. That's why my man Valanciunas is so amazing. That guy is a beast. I just played an NBA 2K with him last night. He got all the offensive rebounds there too. You give your team a chance to do it again. There's nothing better that you could do. All right, moving on. We got, where am I here? I got, the movie time. All right, I was gonna talk about one movie today, and it is Little Big League. Okay, might sound stupid to you, but nah, it's a pretty cool movie here. All right, so Little Big League is about this little kid right here, and I think he like owns the Minnesota Twins or something like that, or is like grandpa like gave him the team or something random. But I remember the movie being good, and it was cool because they had like real stars in it, like Ken Griffey Jr. was in it. This is not them during the movie. This is them like during like an offshoot, because I think he was going up against Ken Griffey Jr. That's one of the best baseball players to ever live. This guy right here was like his man. I think he was dating the kid's mom during the movie. All right. It's a magical movie. He does not get a chance to play. He's not like the kid with the Cubs, the Rookie of the Year. But he is like the manager, and he has to like pull all these things. And I don't know. It's a fun movie, especially for first graders. I liked it a lot. That's all that I remember. I probably saw it when I was in the 4th grade maybe. But I highly recommend this movie, Little Big League. All right, that's the first grade movie for the month. And make sure that you watch your movie so that again you can inspire yourself. And what do you guys think about the games for the day? Let's see who's playing. Who do we have here? All right, we got. Are my Lakers playing tonight? I honestly have no idea. All right, we have the Celtics and the Nets are playing like at 5:30, coming up here soon. I'm going for. Oh man, that would be cool if the Celtics won it, but the Nets are probably going to win this and close it out. The Blazers and the Nuggets. I said that the Lakers had the only close series. I know that the Blazers and the Nuggets have a close series, but I think that the Nuggets are done. So I'm going for Nets, Nuggets, Lakers without Anthony Davis. Dang. All right. I don't know. The Lakers offense sucks. So, but they do have LeBron. I don't know. They are getting KCP back. Oh man. I hate to go against my Lakers, but okay, if I had to guess the games, it would be Nets, Blazers, and the Suns. That is my official guess. Nets, Blazers, and the Suns. Let me know who you think is going to win. I've not got one right yet. Nets, Nuggets, and the Suns. I got Nets, Blazers, and the Suns. I even when the day when there's only 2 games, I still got it wrong. You hate the Lakers, so Suns. You're just a hater. You can't be a hater. You gotta love someone. You can't be a hater, man. Anyways, hey, that's about my time. What else do you guys have for me? How are your games going? Let me know. We have workouts on Sunday and Monday coming up here, and I'm trying to keep up to all that stuff. We're trying to get people to watch this show to do it, but we don't have any great players in our program yet, besides Connor. I'm trying to make the other people want to be great. And you know what I mean by great? I don't mean tall black guys. I mean people who want to be great. That's it. That makes you great. If you want to be great, then you're great. Period. And as long as you're doing the right things. But are we going to do it? Who's Diced Ween? That's an awesome name. Suns, next, and Nuggets. Who's Diced Ween? Who are you, man? Suns, Nets, and Nuggets. That's the second person that said Suns, Nets, and Nuggets. So the Suns and Nets are kind of like a lock, right? So everyone's kind of waiting on that Nuggets. Other game, Wiz and 7. Oh, man. Joel Embiid isn't going to play again. Okay. The Sixers are going to win in 6. Lucas is here. So someone showed up. That's awesome. All right. That's awesome. Well, nice to see you, Lucas. Glad that you could chime in. Try to do some of our homework. Whatever you do online, try to post it to our actual page. Show everyone that you want to work, and then we'll gradually get better and better and better at that, all right? So we do have someone great in our program. We got Lucas now. All right. Anyways, thanks a lot for showing up, you guys. This is my time. I'll talk to you guys later, and good luck to everybody out there. Keep working, all right, and post those videos. All right. Peace, y'all.